All right, the 43rd staging of the Morning of Movement and Music is a celebration of Easter that has become a highly anticipated calendar event. Here to tell us more is the Artistic Director of the National Dance Theatre Company of Jamaica, my Marlon Sims. Welcome to Sunrise.
Marlon.
How are you?
Thank you.
Hi, you know, I'm going to start this with a very fun fact.
You all right?
So, while I was at the Edna Manley College, I was on the NDTC scholarship.
Right.
In dancing with the NDTC, my very first show with the company was an Easter Sunday morning performance. And it was one I will never forget.
I know.
For good reason? Prof just threw me into it. He was just like, come on, into the throes, you can do this. Listen, for great reasons, I'll never forget it.
Yes,
the NDTC is the staple of dance and our rich culture through dance here in Jamaica. It's still going. It's 43rd staging, Marlon. How are we even here?
Let me tell you, the hard work and contribution of so many people who are as passionate about dance and music as I am. And thank goodness they're still around. Thank goodness they're still giving. And I'm talking about the singers, the musicians, the dancers, the creative technicians, the administrators, and all of these persons just say, hey, this is important. This is a rich cultural legacy. We have to continue the hard work that was started by Professor Rex Nedderford, Eddie Thomas, and the founders of the company. So it's been a fantastic journey, learning experience, a labor of love, I can tell you that. Just encouraging each other, recognizing that all of us are putting all our talents into the same pot and working towards really passing it on to the next generation. And I can tell you, you have another generation that's calling me uncle. I'm still getting used to the idea.
Wow. As we were watching the clip then, I just said to you, I was like, I barely even recognize anyone now because the new generation is in, but the legacy continues. How do you maintain the essence of what it is that Prof was doing while still influencing and introducing new and fresh and revamping, because things are always organically changing and evolving. It has to. How do you marry those two?
Well, we believe in balance. So therefore, we have to stay traditional and we have to respect the traditional folk forms. And I can tell you, one of the things that we do is set up our training system to accomplish all that we set out to do as a company. We have to reflect the ideology of the company and also the landscape that we live in. We live in the Caribbean, we're Jamaican, and so the movement pattern has to reflect that. One of the things that we believe in is keeping the company class that Professor Nedford taught and developed for 48 years. So today you can come to the NDTC and see the same class that Professor taught when he was artistic director of the company. And we have infused that with other ideas: contemporary dance, modern dance, jazz, hip-hop, dancehall. So we try to bring those into the space in different ways, whether it's abstracted or distilled, so the dancers have an eclectic experience and also stay true to who they are as Jamaican Caribbean people.
Easter Sunday is always looked forward to. It's very early in the morning.
Yes.
It is a very special experience.
It is.
What will be special about the 2024 edition?
Well, unfortunately, we lost one of our musicians, Dr. Wigmore Francis. And the last time we performed with Dr. Wigmore was 2019, where we had to do Garabenta. And so he has been close to the company for a very long time. Excellent musician, brilliant mind, and a wonderful soul. And so we lost him. So we're dedicating this performance to him. At the same time, we just lost Brian Heap. Oh my goodness. And Brian Heap loved this work called Blood Canticles. And it just so happened that we had planned to do an excerpt of Blood Canticles for Easter morning. So we have to dedicate that dance to him. We're also thinking about Haiti and what's happening there. The company has always been conscious about what's happening socially. And we have friends in Haiti as well. So we're doing an excerpt of Jean Gicentus' Incantation, performed by Karen Henry, the ballet mistress of the company. I know you know that face and name. Okay, so we have the generations represented.
But also, on the musical side, some new things are happening. You know, I was talking to a good friend, Carolyn Reed, and she was in rehearsals, you know, Heston Booth and others, but Dr. Kathy Brown.
Yes, this is Dr. Kathy Brown's first Morning of Movement and Music as the official musical director. You know, she is coming from a long line of really great musical directors. You're talking about Marjorie Wiley, and of course, one of Marjorie was Ewan Simpson, and Dr. Cathy Brown has picked up the mantle, and so she has done some incredible things. This Easter morning, there's a special arrangement that she has done, and yesterday,
she likes African influences.
Well, she won't have one this time around, but you're gonna like what she has done. There's a kind of hymn that she has a groove under it, and of course, you know, the singers have to move and dance. So we have movements and music. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So you have to come and see
It's an experience. If you've never gone before, I will say, without bias, it is a beautiful experience. It actually is worship through music and movement. That's what it feels like. It's a beautiful experience.
I think what I love about it most is that you, of course, as dancers and performers, we're there from 4 a.m. Ooh, you don't want to be late for that call.
That's when you really have to warm up, you know?
Yes, you have to be nice and warm. We can't be shaking at 6 a.m. when the curtain opens.
That's right.
But you go into the theater when it's dark, and you have this magical, moving, inspirational experience through song and dance, and then we exit the theater, it's brilliant sunshine. It's really magical, a very special way to celebrate Easter.
Tell us the where, when, and how.
It's March 31, Sunday, Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday, 6 days to go, and it will be at the Little Theater at 6 a.m., and you can call the box office to reserve your ticket. It's 876-926-6129. Of course, we're on all socials.
Absolutely. Well, definitely, it is one that you definitely want to be at. Our guest has been Marlon Sims, the artistic director of the National Dance Theatre Company of Jamaica, NDTC. We hit the home stretch after the break. Stay with us.
Come, Marlon, let's stretch.